everyone, my name is Angela. I'm a 7th semester student on Petra Christian University, Surabaya, Indonesia, with the major of International Business Management. Today I would like to tell you more about myself, my strength, my weakness, my future dream, and also my plan to achieve those dreams. So, in order to explain all of that thoroughly, I would like to use a framework constructed by Professor Dr. Casey Chan, which is action learning. This framework consists of 7 questions, which are what, why, how, who, when, where, and how much. All of these questions will help me to create my own action plan to achieve those dreams in the future. So, without further ado, let's start with the first question, which is what.
This section talks about what I know about myself, what I have been doing all this time, and what I want to be in the future. All of these 3 questions are very important for me to understand myself better. Let's start with what I know. Here, I would analyze myself based on self-assessment, individual competence, team capacity, and organizational capability using 5 different types of tests. Based on the self-assessment test, there are 4 main attributes that best represent myself, which are curious, logical, pensive, and thorough. The first level of competencies is individual competency. Here, I will assess myself using 3 different kinds of tests. The first test is to find out my learning style. From here, it can be seen that I am a reflector as well as a theorist. That means I learn best from observing people around me. From those observations, I construct and decide my next logical move. This also proposes that I am a perfectionist and that I am cautious. I will learn and weigh the pros and cons of my decision carefully based on what I see as rational and logical before actually make a decision. The second test is to measure my tendency to be an entrepreneur using GET test. Based on this test, I scored 34 out of 54, which signifies that I have medium tendency to be an entrepreneur. Among the 5 personality traits measured here, I have the highest score for calculated risk-taking. This score shows that I am very careful in making a decision and evaluating new opportunities. Before taking a new unfamiliar step which might lead to new opportunity, I will try to reduce the risk it poses to become as minimum as possible. This personality trait suits my learning style, reflector, since I learn from other people first before doing it myself as one of the ways to reduce risk. My second most dominant personality is Lotus of Control. High score in Lotus of Control signifies that I tend to believe that everything happening around me, both positive and negative, are influenced by me. It is influenced by what I do and what I decide beforehand. Furthermore, this result also emphasizes my belief that success is obtained by hard work and not by mere luck or destiny. I do believe that we control our own destiny. The third test conducted here measures my personality. As you can see here, I am a close-minded, conscientious, extroverted, disagreeable, and a very nervous person. Close-minded here signifies that actually deep down, I am more comfortable with traditional and familiar experiences compared to new environment. Conscientiousness means I am well organized and am reliable. I have balanced score between introverted and extroverted, which means I am neither very social nor I am reserved. Disagreeable denotes the fact that I tend to criticize and challenge people's opinion first before accepting them. Lastly, I am very anxious and am tempted to worry a lot, which is shown from the high score I get in terms of nervous. Moving on to the second level of competencies, team capacity. Using Belvin's 9 team roles, I was able to score myself while working with other people. As you can see, I score pretty high in all of the roles except for plan and motivator evaluator. The low score I get for plan shows I'm not a creative innovator who tends to show up with many innovative ideas and approaches. I'm also not a monitor evaluator, which means I am not the best person to evaluate other people's ideas and approaches critically and objectively. However, I am a shaper and a complete finisher. Being a shaper, I like to challenge myself and my team to constantly improve and rise to the challenges given. I don't quit easily. On top of that, I am also a complete finisher, which means not only I can encourage myself and my team, but I am also willing to do what it takes to get the job done perfectly. I will pay attention to the smallest details to make sure that my team and I do the job without error. The final and highest level of competencies is organizational capability. The test used here is the leadership self-assessment. This test is used to find what type of leader I am. Turns out I score highest in motivating and inspiring as well as building relationships. This shows that as a leader, I energize people and encourage them to achieve the vision and produce the desired outcome. I'm also a leader who pays attention to the different personality each person has and understand it in order to build and maintain good relationship with the people I am working with. After analyzing what I know about myself, now I will explain what I have been doing to develop myself. Starting from 2010, I have moved to Surabaya from Makassar to pursue my study in Petras to senior high school. That was the first time I was away from my family and had to try to survive alone in a new school environment. Since I wasn't originated from Surabaya, I needed to start from scratch to find new friends and to adapt. What made things worse was the fact that I couldn't even speak Japanese at that time, so it was very hard for me at first. I needed the whole 1 year to finally be comfortable with the school environment and the friends I got there. Despite the challenges and the hardship I experienced, I strongly believe that my move to Surabaya has allowed me to develop myself as a more independent, strong, and adaptive human being. Then in 2013, I went to Petra Christian University to study international business management. Since being a student there, I have been involved in many events and organizational activities that I believe have strengthened my soft skills. I also joined Student Council from 2014 to 2015 as the member of academic department. Then around the end of 2015, I started to open my own online shop together with my friends to develop myself further. In 2006, I had internship in PT Agility International, a well-known forwarder. During this internship, I was able to learn a lot of new things regarding export and import activities. In 2017 later on, I will also have another internship in PT HM Sampurna, Surabaya in Finance Department. I believe this internship will also teach me a lot of important things and I will have the opportunity to develop myself further. Now we are moving to what I want to be. In the future, I want to be a successful technopreneur. Technopreneur is different with the entrepreneur in the sense of technology. Technopreneur utilizes the advancement in technology to come out with new innovation to answer market's needs. In order for me to achieve my dreams, I have constructed my lifelong plan. So, by the age of 20s, I would earn bachelor degree in management. I would have working experience in a multinational company, and I would try to pursue master degree in business. By the age of 30s, I would like to continue and expand my further business and also get married. By the age of 40s, I would like to get a balanced life between professional and personal life. By the age of 50, I would like to expand the business in terms of service or market. By the age of 60, I would retire, enjoy the result, and educate my children to become the successor as well as others on how to become a successful entrepreneur. After analyzing myself in the what section, now I will move to the second question, which is why. Why I need to critically understand who I am? There are 5 questions. First, why do I need to know myself? It is because I am supposed to be the one who can know and understand myself best. Without self-awareness, I won't be able to develop myself. Why is it vital to know myself for my core competence? It is because each individual has different learning style, talents, and dreams. I need to know who I am and what I want in life to know how I can achieve my dreams. Why it will be beneficial for my future? Because by understanding who I am holistically, I will be able to develop an action plan for my future. Why do I need to improve now? Because it takes time to develop myself to achieve my dreams. The sooner I start, the better I could become and the more likely my plan to be successful. Lastly, why do the benefits are perpetual? It's because I am successful in developing myself if my competencies are sustainable, scalable, and bring significance to not only my company but also society. Now we are moving to the next question, which is how. How am I going to achieve my goal? To answer this question, I will use the Input Process Output Framework, commonly known as IPO framework. Using this framework, what I know about myself will be used as the input, what I do as the process, what I want to be as the output, and how I perform as the balance scorecard. To start analyzing, we need to start from the output, which is what I want to be. As I have explained before, I want to be a successful technopreneur. In order to achieve it, I need to be aware of myself. Here, I use the test result that I have explained in what section previously as my input. I have explained my 4 attributes: my individual competency, team capacity, and organizational capability. The summary is on the table here. Furthermore, I have analyzed my capability in subjects necessary to become a successful technopreneur. As you can see, I am still lacking in terms of entrepreneurship, management, and marketing. To close the gap, I need to increase my skills, knowledge, and experience in all of these 3 subjects. Using what I know, I can predict that my performance will be dissatisfactory. With my current state of skills and knowledge, I realize that I am still incompetent. Therefore, I need to increase my skill and competence to improve myself. With that, we are moving to the question, what should I do to improve myself and achieve my goal? I have explained that this is what I have been doing and that I am still lacking in many subjects as can be seen from the right graph. Therefore, this is what I will do. I will develop my online shop to create my entrepreneur skills. I will have internship and working experience in multinational company to broaden my knowledge, skills, and experience. After 1 to 2 years, I will learn my father's business to apply everything that I have learned and also learn further from my father. I will also try to develop and modernize the business. If I am successful, I will start my own business using all the knowledge, skills, and experiences that I have gathered all these years. So this is the conclusion or the summary of my IPO framework. After explaining how to achieve my goal, it is time to explain my vision, mission, and value, or who I am. So I have the vision to become a successful technopreneur who are able to expand her father's business while also having her own business. I have the mission to be a successful and renowned woman in Indonesia's business world, and the value of hard work, sincerity, and honesty. So, when will my plan be implemented? I will divide my plan to short-term, medium-term, and also long-term. In the short term, I am planning to graduate as cum laude and also active achiever. I would like also to work at a multinational company. Then in the medium term, I would learn more about my father's business and try to improve and expand the company. In the long term, I would like to have my own company, and I would try to improve and expand my own company. The next question I need to answer is where it went right and where it went wrong. This question is useful to make sure that I am going to the right direction to achieve my goal. Here I will use the 5 ladder of leadership. I am doing things right if I am constantly moving up the ladder. Last but not least, I need to answer the question how much. How much do I need to improve? I need to make sure that my learning is higher than the rate of change. In order to do so, I need to improve my expert power, which talks about expertise in operation and industry knowledge to become a successful technopreneur. Moreover, I also need to improve my communicative power, which is my communication and social skill my business partners. Lastly, I need to improve my adaptive power to be agile in facing all kinds of hardships. All of these are needed to develop myself further to survive in the tight business competition. To conclude, I have answered all of the 7 questions proposed by this action learning framework, and as a result, I now have my own action plan to achieve my dream.
So that's all for my self-discovery video. I hope that my video is clear and that it could inspire all of you to also understand more about yourself. Understanding yourself is very important since by doing so, you could also create your own action plan to achieve your dream in the future. Therefore, I highly recommend all of you to do the same. Lastly, I also want to express my biggest gratitude for Professor Dr. Casey Chan, my mentor and teacher who has been so passionately teaching me on how to think holistically and to apply those in real life. Thank you for watching and God bless you.